Hello. Hello, Ray.
Hello.
Look at me. I'm all red. I look like a lobster from the Black Lagoon or something. I've no idea what's going on there. Wow, rubbish lighting or us. Sorry for the delay, chat. That was quite odd. All my USBs decided to stop working at the same time. So
just,
my mic
just
and my camera and the whole lot.
we
So
were just getting ready to go on, and it just went. And
I
it
know
happens, folks. It
it's
happens.
quite odd. How are you, Ray?
I am doing great. I've been gaming since about 5 in the morning. I got up to do some gaming,
Wow.
uh, played some Outriders, and then there's another game out there. I mean, it's not Stadia related, but it is free, folks. It's called Enlisted. So I was in Europe, D-Day, riding on the beach with a bunch of other soldiers. It's like
Battlefield.
Battlefield. It's like Battlefield, and it's just an amazing, beautiful, well illustrated game. It's
Wow.
free, and it's free, folks.
What on free on what platforms?
Free on the Xbox Series X, PS5, and also PC.
Ooh,
Yeah, it's
nice.
free. Yeah,
It's a multiplayer thing, is it? Or
it is a massive. Just picture, if you played all the Battlefields,
yeah.
Battle 2, 3, and 4. This is what this is, and you basically different types of soldiers. Russia, American, English, from all over. I mean, World War II, and it's just amazing running on the beach, going through the home. You can climb into the homes. You can run through the building. Me and a guy was face to face, and I took my knife, and he took his knife, and we went, and we
Oh,
stabbed each other at the same time, and fell back, and we both. It's just
well, that's
that
a beautiful
how
thing,
realistic.
Ray.
So,
Look at that! I flashed up in absolute horror there. I thought I was back in
but
Psycho for a minute. He
but
stabbed me, and I stabbed him, and we looked in each other's eyes.
we actually we both fell forward, and boom, and then I mean they give you like I think like 9 times to respawn. So you die, you respawn, but basically you have to capture Alpha, Bravo, and uh was it Charlie, and you
Charlie,
have to
yeah.
cover, and you gotta cover those, and it shows blue and red. I mean, it's like Battlefield, folks, but it's amazing. I was playing it on my PS5. I would love for something like that to come on Stadia, because I would definitely play
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
It'd
Well,
be great.
it will, Ray. All in good
Yeah.
time.
Yes.
I played Outriders for most of this week.
Nice.
Completed it. And
Oh, all
yeah,
right.
yeah, finished it. And I've done a fair chunk now, about half the side missions, and a couple of the bits of the end game. It's a funny game, Ray, because on the one hand, it's so undercooked. I mean, it needed
Mhm.
at least another 6 months in the oven, in my estimation.
I will
But
agree with you there. I will
it's
agree.
so addictive at the same
It
time.
is. It is. My favorite part is just leveling up, getting the loot. I love getting the loot, and then putting on a new mask, some shoes, and then just having the power.
Yeah.
You feel like a god, and you just, and it's just like you just take, like I can hit the ground and then just do a layer of fire and just spread it
Ah,
out and
so
take out guys.
see, now you chose Pyromancer.
That's right. I
I
like
hate to
fire.
tell you this, Ray. That's the most underpowered of all the classes, mate. Should have gone
I can't.
Technomancer.
No
Should have done
way.
that. That's
There's
the
no
only
way.
decent one.
I can turn my bullets. I can turn my bullets in flames, and you can hear this.
I watched Angry Joe's review, and he said Pyromancer's underpowered. Need to sort it out. That was so
Oh my
good.
god!
He's so great, Angry Joe. I love his stuff. Love his stuff. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may have noticed tonight that you know me. Ray knows me. I like to try new things, new
Yes.
toys, try different. So we've actually got, for those that know or in the know, you're thinking, hang on, how's he getting the chat down the side and it's all kind of late? Yes, I'm mixing OBS and Restream in a new way. It's a brand new feature. So I'm just testing it out, and so far, touch beard, it's happening. It's looking good. But mate, you know what? I have missed you since last
I,
week.
I miss you too.
I,
I
I,
miss you too.
my,
I
my,
miss you too.
my
No, we
best
were
is
on a
pal.
show. We were on a show yesterday.
Oh yes, we weren't we? Stadia Bash. I don't miss you anymore. It was a good show as well. We had
Yeah, but nothing like the Rokk and Ray. I
there is
miss.
nothing like the
I
Rokk and Ray.
exactly.
Nothing in the world.
That's
There's a
right.
show around us somewhere, mate. No, you're right. It was a great show. We have, for those of you that don't know, I am a very proud member of the Stadia Bash Community Network. That Ray is one of them, the kind of the behind the scenes, the backroom team that pulls it all together. And we do a show on Tuesday nights called Rock's Blog Bash, where we review this week on Stadia Live. And it was a good one last night. We managed to fill an hour with probably the shortest blog
We
bash
went
there's been so far.
beginning to end. It was amazing. It was amazing.
It was good. No, it went really well. And I'm also a very proud member of the Gaming Source Network as well, GSN.
I actually signed up for their GeForce
Oh, did you?
because they have a Stadia source and they have a GeForce.
Oh, the website.
Yeah, GeForce Now source, and I signed up. Beautiful, just a beautiful site. You guys should check it out. It's really nice.
It is good. Those guys, I have to say, I mean, they've come under a lot of stick, but having although I've yet to do anything in truth in anger, although I am on tomorrow's panel show, I have to say, being involved behind the scenes in their sort of chat, that's Slack they've got set up. They're an incredibly professional outfit, and they are massively, hugely passionate fans of Stadia, despite what anyone might think. They really
Let me
are.
tell you something. I was one of the people in the chat. I tuned in for Speaking of Stadia, and I thought they did it was a magnificent, great job. Them talking about the games and about themselves, and I mean, people, look, it's just gaming, folks. Just be happy, and just be positive. Be positive.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's all good. Anyway, listen. Let me get us back up here. We've got our very special personage to welcome, haven't we?
Yes, we did.
Shall we bring up the world's favorite stinger? Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen, before your very eyes.
Ah!
I thought he'd murdered a goat then. It's Sammy. You're no murdered goat, my friend.
Sammy in the
What an
cloud.
entrance.
I don't know if you heard that, Sammy, but there was a definite noise that sounded like a strangulated goat.
What an entrance. Good evening, chaps.
How are you, my friend? Great to see you. Great to see you.
I'm doing well. Glad to be on here at last.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We've been talking and getting you on for a little while. We've not been able to get our diaries to coexist. So it's great to have you. Great to have you on today, my friend.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolute pleasure.
Let's get into it. Yeah.
Now, Ray is praising you, but of course we're both praising you, really, because you deserve a joint praise.
Thank you.
But he has some questions for you, don't you, Ray?
I sure do. Well, first of all, I want to tell you why you're being praised, because you are a complete gentleman when you're streaming. You're always positive. You got me into racing, believe it or not, folks. I used to love racing games, and then I started watching him do grid and F1. I got F1 because of him, folks, and started playing it. And so just wanted to thank you for just being a really positive and great everything that you do. And also, people, don't forget, he's with Cloudy with a chance of games.
Yes.
You do a wonderful job. Shout out to Duncan and their staff.
The lovely Duncan.
The lovely Duncan. We love you, Duncan.
How is he, Sammy? Because he had a jab and he was really off colour, wasn't he?
Yeah, he got his first COVID vaccination over the weekend. He's back to strength now, but it did it did knock him out. As
Yeah.
I'm sure many people who've had their vaccination could
Right,
attest
let
to.
me tell you, I'm scared because my best friend Kevin, he's got his. He was out for a couple of days, and my wife is like, "Hey, I got the doctor on the phone. When can I make the appointment?" I keep pushing it back. I'm being honest.
What?
What? I'm scared,
You-
man. I'm scared. I don't like the
Cotton picking chicken.
I don't,
Ray, listen, I got some news for you, mate. I had
What's that?
mine 3-4 weeks ago, and I didn't
Okay.
even get a sore arm, and I had no side effects at all. Honest.
Okay,
So
Well,
you know,
lucky
it just
ones.
affects different people differently.
got it.
Get it,
All right.
get
well,
it,
I'm
mate.
gonna. I mean,
Let
my
me tell
wife
you,
this morning.
having a little prick in your arm
Right.
is a far less
I
of a problem than being
know.
hospitalized or worse.
She's got
Yes.
me the end of next week. I'll be going. I'll get it. I don't have a choice. She's a nurse.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, she
yeah.
must be pulling her hair out, going, "Get in!" And she
Yeah.
would have had hers fairly early on, Ray, would she?
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But
No, get
but
the
back to
injection.
you. Back to you.
Back
Sammy.
to Sammy.
but Sammy, that's why we love you, man. There's a lot of people that got the utmost respect for you. You're just a wonderful human being. I love you. Plus, people he streams for the Stadia Bash Community Network.
Yep.
He does a lot of videos, and he's a race car driver. So
Yeah.
love you.
Only in
So,
the virtual world. I'm a bit too big and a bit too old to get into proper racing now, unfortunately.
But you do run your taxi rank business from where you are right now, don't you?
Oh yeah, that's
That
what this is. Yeah.
That's where you. Yep. Yeah, that's it.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, first question is why Stadia, Sammy?
So turn the clock back to let's say 2 years ago exactly, April 2019. I had my room set up, a TV, everything. I didn't have any games console. I used to be a gamer back in the old days, and I realise I'm streaming with you too. Back in my olden days. Please help me out again. And
Look at him. He's all of 12.
yeah, well, I've grown this beard for you, you know. Yes.
One gust of wind and that'll fly right off, mate.
Yeah. But I was looking at a PlayStation 4. It was around, I think I get a PS4 controller and a couple of games for around 250 quid. But I knew full well, because this happened when I got the PS3, that as soon as I get PS4, the PS5 will be announced and my console will be out of date very soon. So I started looking around and I see Stadia.
Yeah.
Gaming, cloud gaming, completely new to that idea. But look into it, I watched the first Stadia Connect and talking about how you won't have to download games, you can stream it through a Chromecast Ultra, you can play it on a web browser. And I thought, if they can make that work, that's absolutely brilliant. And there's no reason people should actually be buying PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series, whatever it was going to be called at the time. So I did some research, found that the Founders Edition with the controller and the Chromecast Ultra and everything else came out to about 100 quid cheaper than the Edition 4 I was looking at. So I thought, no brainer. I put my pre-order in. And yeah, it's just the idea of being able to game without having to download, without having to use a big rig, gaming PC or otherwise. And I thought that was absolutely brilliant.
Sorry, I just wondered where Ray had disappeared to. You were giving us this lovely story. It was heartfelt, and I could see it was from the heart. And Ray's he's gone. He's over there playing Lego or something.
Yeah.
I told you I have my laptop. I'm watching the chat and I'm listening. I'm listening.
Yeah.
He's over there putting a little house together with matchsticks or something.
I type looking in the chat. I apologize. I can hear, and it was a wonderful.
It was
story.
a beautiful story of how
Thank
Sammy
you.
fell
Thank
in
you.
love for the first time with his Stadia, and I thought it was quite moving personally. But what other questions have you got there, Ray, on your list?
Not a problem. What games do you like to play on Stadia?
I think we've covered it a bit already, but clearly I'm a racing car fan.
Horror games largely, Sammy.
So I know you.
Yeah.
What do you think of Dirt? You playing Dirt?
So I bought Dirt 5 recently. Used the direct streaming feature on that, and I'll say this. I won't say this lightly. Dirt 5 is probably the best arcade racing game on Stadia right now. And that's kind of going up against Grid or Crew 2. It's one of the smoothest handling games. I've not had any of the issues that other people seem to have said. Talks about the game freezing or stuttering, and I've not seen that. I've been able to play the game absolutely smoothly. I've absolutely loved it. I've wanted it to come out on Stadia for a while because I've wanted an off-road racer.
Yeah.
I'm not normally very good at them, so it's quite a shock that I'm enjoying Dirt 5 as much as I am. But no, I'm really excited about Dirt 5.
Excellent.
So your jumper changed colour there for a minute.
No, it's worse than that. I froze.
You frozen now? Yeah.
I decided, Ray, I'd just adjust the zoom on the lens there, and as it did, it completely froze me. But I seem to do it every week with a lovely little pose.
Well, at least you're smiling. We
Pleasant
see
looking fella.
Your nice little pearly white teeth.
I do it every week.
I've just seen Eli's message in the chat.
I know that was what he's desperate to know why you're
you jinxed us, Eli. You jinxed us. Yeah.
And I'm reading Eli's chat, so he got me in trouble. Eli.
He does it. He does it in everybody's stream, Ray.
Yeah, he does.
He's a little antagonizer, is Eli.
Isn't he just? Yeah.
He wants to know how old you are, Sammy. And I happen to know you're actually 46 this week, aren't you?
Yes, that's true, Rokk. Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves while I fix my camera.
Well, Sammy, I wanted to ask you, what else do you like besides gaming?
Besides gaming, I was going to go into this type of game. So I've sort of on a tangent to that. I'm a big motorsports fan myself. I've watched F1 for Just realised we're live. Rokk is. Should we continue chatting or?
I have no. Let me see what he's doing. Hey guys, we're live. I know.
We're still live. I realised we were live for about 30 seconds before that. So
Yeah. Let's see. Trying to see what his plan is. Message from. Let's see. Anything in the private. All right, everybody is. Hey, Rokk, have you tried turning off and on? Sound is back. Thank you, guys. Can hear you too now. Okay, good. Very good. Hey, Clive. Sound, yes. Okay. All right. We just need to get him back in here.
yeah, where's he gone now? He sent us here and then left us.
Let's see. Well, maybe, let's see. Okay, he's sending me another. I'll be with you in 2 seconds. Okay, he's going to be with us in 2 seconds. Thank you guys for your patience. Appreciate it.
Eli, don't jinx it again, please, please. Dre's telling me to talk about Killer Queen Black, which is a great game I purchased back on Monday. That was for my SBCN stream. It was absolutely incredible.
So are you a worker, a queen, or a soldier?
I am probably a worker more than a queen at the moment. I've only played it for literally about an hour and I haven't had time to pick it up since. I've been too busy working on stuff for the weekend.
I'm a horrible queen. I pretty much like riding on the snail and try and get to the finish line.
I see. No, I'm a berries man. I go for berries.
Got it.
I'll get clipped and used appropriately, I'm sure.
I can see Eli doing that. He says, "Yo, Sammy, can you give us the secret of how to become so?" Well, what is up with you and this posh?
I've got no idea. He's not the only one to point it out. I've had to point it out in other places before. I used to work in a call center. It was a customer research, market research, so it wasn't anything you particularly want to stay on the phone for. But I was able to convince a few people, and thankfully a few women, to stay on the phone and just answer the questions, just so they like to sound my voice. Obviously, it was on my phone; they couldn't see me, so that helps as well.
Wow, exactly. I wish, if I could, let's see. Being well spoken doesn't. Yes, thank you, Kodak. Thank you, Dave. All right, I know he is. If I know Rokk, he is running around that room trying to figure out what's going on.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. You know what? Let me see if I can. Can I share my screen? I can. All right. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do because he's working. Let's see. I don't have all the fancy videos and stuff that he has, but I can. Let's see if I can do this. Let's see.
That's some holding music for this moment. I talked about being a call center. I should have some holding music. Yeah.
I was trying to see, maybe we can go. We are working with technical difficulties, folks. So I know. Oh, is he back in? Rokk, you there?
Back in yet? No.
Okay.
Just start singing duet. No.
No, we're not doing that.
No, I don't think Ray would compliment my range. Yeah.
No. You know what? Let's see. Well, I know one of the topics he wanted to talk about. Let's see if I could. Let's see.
maybe when lockdown finishes and you're able to travel over, because I believe you're in. I want to say Sweden, but I'm fairly certain it's not. So I'm going to say Scandinavia because I'm fairly certain it's one of those countries, Eli. But yeah, come over, visit, and we'll have a big reunion. Well, is it a reunion if we've never met originally?
Well, you know what we can do? We can do a Q&A. We could do that until he gets back on here. Let's see. Guys, do you have any questions for the Cyborg or Sammy in the Cloud? We'll do an open mic
mic Q&A.
Open mic Q&A. Where do they drink Yorkshire tea? Come on. Where do you live in the UK, Sammy?
So I live in Hampshire, which is in the south of the UK. If you look at a map of the UK, right at the bottom, in the sort of middle, there's a diamond-shaped island. That's called the Isle of Wight. I live pretty much just above